me tell y'all how something tried to kill me last night. In the house, back upstairs. My kitchen is a mess. I gotta clean up. I don't feel like cleaning up, but I guess let's eat breakfast and I'll tell you guys what happened at the hospital. So I was at Penn Hospital with I had a matcha and I warmed it up because it wasn't that hot, but it overboiled. And then I got their new district bami. It's like a meatball. I think it's like a meatball sub. Anyway, I was at Penn Hospital and I had to get a checkup on, well, a mini procedure done to check my colon because I have like a lot of digestion issues and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, blah, 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 blah. I was waiting to be taken in the back. So, I was put under anesthesia for the procedure. And, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the being came to me when I was asleep or because I told the nurse who was there when I was in the recovery room. And I have like visions and all this crazy stuff like that I can't really control. But this is the sandwich. And I said, what I was about to say. What the? I completely just blanked. Okay. So long story short, I'm in the recovery room. I'm just, sitting there and like I wake up and I just start to bawl my eyes out. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm not embarrassed, but I guess at that moment I was embarrassed because I was trying to like hold my tears in because it was just so beautiful. Like, so the being that was there was Archangel Raphael. Just a moment of silence. I have no knowledge of like any kind of archangel. I'm not Catholic. I've heard of Archangel Raphael like from I think the book of Enoch, or like other people will like mention him because I only know about Jesus. Now I only know about Jesus. I don't know about all the other stuff or the other angels, and I'm not trying to say it like to downplay any of the other angels, not at all. I just don't know about them. And he was there, and it was so emotional because it was just so much love and so much light. Like, it was so bright, like so much light. And I was like bawling my eyes out, and I was telling like the nurse, like, you guys are so loved. Like, there's so much love here, you guys, all of you, the doctors, he was telling me like they're loved and their hands are guided when they are doing procedures, when they're helping patients, they're guided. And I was like wiping my tears, and she was just looking at me like, she was like, maybe it's the anesthesia talking. I was like, no, I'm wide awake. It's not the anesthesia. I'm wide awake. I know who's here. Like, I see him clear as day. He was wearing armor. He was so bad. Like, okay, he was wearing armor and he had this sword that I know no man could wield. Like, that sword was humongous. Like, and he was just this beautiful, I don't know, man. Like, and he had like short blonde hair. He was a white male with short blonde hair. That's it. And I know, I don't know what he looked like. I don't know like what what he's even described like in the book of Enoch. I don't know any of that. That's why I was so baffled when this archangel was like came to me, was there. Like, that is so crazy. So the same night, I just couldn't get over it. So I'm like, you know, I was laying in bed, and then I ended up Googling Archangel Raphael. And I didn't want to see any pictures of him because I didn't want my perception like distorted and stuff like that. And, oh, he looks like this, he looks like that. No. So I didn't look like I covered like any photos or whatever. But it says that he works, and he's a great healer, and he works with nurses, doctors, medical practitioners. I was floored. When I say I was speechless, it doesn't get any more evident. Like, that's the evidence right there. Like, he was in the hospital, and he was there, and it was so beautiful. Like, oh my goodness. Like, when you have an encounter like an angel, because I remember talking to God like the night before, and I'm like, I always, you know, things are always around me, like, you know, creatures and different entities. I want to see the good guys. I want to see the angels and stuff like that. And lo and behold, I got a chance. Like, it's literally life-changing. It literally made me feel like not take life for granted. Like, it was like the feeling like after I left the hospital and going through, you know, and seeing him, and oh my goodness, I just can't. Okay. Let me stop being all like, but it's just, I don't know, you have to experience it for yourself to see what I'm talking about. It's like, oh my goodness, it was so beautiful. But yeah, I encountered an archangel in the hospital at my appointment, and it was so special. And Raphael, if you see this video, you look awesome. Okay, let me eat breakfast. Good morning, guys. I have so much to talk about. I have like, my eye was red, really red when I woke up, but you can't really see it on camera. I don't feel like doing. I was gonna work out in the house. I just got my onesie on. But I don't want to call it an encounter, because I was laying. Okay, I'll just tell you guys. Hold on. Okay, story time. I was asleep up there. That's my bedroom. Excuse me. And I woke up, like, I was laying on my stomach like this, and I was facing that way, like toward, you know, the windows and everything. And I felt something around me, which I always do. And my mom, she was telling me like to just ask them to reveal themselves instead of just like lingering around you, so at least you'll know what it is, which has its benefits and drawbacks, because honestly I don't think I want to know what it is that be around me like all the time. Like so I'm asleep, and I just open my eyes really gently. You know, I think our bodies just know when we're being watched or something. I think that's a thing. And to my right, just standing right where the gates are right there, is this being. Now, I don't know if it was a gray, I don't know what it was, but it had a small head and it had a long neck. I don't know. The energy it gave me was very like terrestrial. It didn't feel like a ghost. It didn't look like a ghost. It felt like a, you know, a creature that, you know, we would see, I don't know, like in a movie or something. Like, I don't know. And it was just standing there with his head cocked to the side, just like looking at me, like just when you look down at somebody and you're just like, huh, wow, huh. And I was just like, okay, I don't feel like it, I'm tired. So I just turned over and went back to sleep. Before I turned over and went back to sleep though, I was staring at it and then it just gently vanished. It gently went away. Like, it was non-threatening. I didn't feel any, you know, what's the word? Whatever. I just didn't feel any threat. It looked like it was just curious. Kind of cute, kind of strange. And, yeah. So that was my little encounter. Not encounter. This being that came to me. So, look at Catwoman. Look at my wife. She all in the background. Oh, I love that thing. So glad I picked her up. Allergies is killing me. But when I move from here, I'm gonna have to take her down and it's gonna be destroyed. So I'm gonna have to get another version of her for like my new place. But do I really want to exercise? No, I don't. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't feel like it. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, guys. Whip shirt on and my shorts, my booty shorts. Let's go. Let me tell y'all, how something tried to kill me last night. So, okay, I go through a lot spiritually. I have a lot of encounters, a lot of trippy stuff that always happen to me that I don't usually talk about. I don't even tell my my sisters and my family about all the things that happen to me almost on a daily basis. And I really believe that something tried to kill me last night, and I woke up. Here I am. So what happened? Okay, so I was upstairs in my room, laying down because I wasn't feeling well. So I know I haven't talked about it on this channel, but I have anemia, a certain type of anemia that makes me extremely tired. It caused my hair to fall out really bad. It's a type of anemia where your blood cells are smaller, so you don't have a lot of oxygen and enough, like, I guess, blood or whatever. I don't know. So it leaves me really tired and drained, and I can't function. Like, I can't stay on the computer long enough to do anything, and I have schoolwork, and that's very annoying because I can't sit up long enough to do that. That's pretty much why I haven't been filming more videos. I'm trying to get back at it. I'm trying to consume more green tea. I'm going to be taking nettle tea for my red blood cell count, to get my red blood cells up, so that I can feel better. Okay, I'm off topic. Anyway, so I was upstairs, laying in bed, and I was just laying there relaxing, trying to breathe, because I was having chest pain on the right side of my chest, and I was just like, oh God, not again. I'm already going through a lot. I don't need this extra pain. So I laid on my back, and I was wedged between both of my pillows because I like to lay flat sometimes because my upper back always hurts me. And then next thing you know, before that, I was talking to God. I am a firm believer in Christ, and I was talking to Jesus, and I was just telling him, like, I want to be a good person, stuff like that, and I just want to be myself. I want to be me. I don't, I'm not trying to be anybody I'm not. And I always went through a spiritual battle of not feeling worthy, and whew, oh my gosh, I just felt emotional saying that. Okay, don't cry. You guys can tell it's really personal. I never really. You're not crying. Okay, I can say it. I never really felt worthy to ask God for help and ask Jesus for help. But I'm getting past that, and I was going to Bible study with one of my friends, and she really helped me a lot. So, I was just having a conversation. I'm still going through the chest pains or whatever, and I don't know if I fell asleep or I passed out. I don't know. But I woke up, and I didn't realize I was asleep. Usually, I know when I'm dreaming because I'm a lucid dreamer. I know when I'm asleep. I know when I'm somewhere else. But this time was very strange. Like, I didn't know I was asleep because I woke up in my room. I sat up on my bed. I sat up, and I felt strange, like something was off, because I didn't grab my phone like I would normally do. Like, that's like a thing. Like, when I wake up, I grab my phone to look at the time. I didn't. And I felt something in my mouth. And I'm like, what the heck? So I sit up, and I'm like, ow, like my mouth hurts. And now all of a sudden I feel fingers. Like, so it was a hand in my mouth, like moving in my mouth. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I knew something was already wrong, but I didn't understand what was happening at the time. So it was a hand in my mouth moving around. It seems as like the hand was trying to get out of my mouth, or like trying to wrap its fingers around my upper teeth. And I'm like, what the fuck? Just like freaking out, like, oh my God. So my first thought was like, I need to go downstairs, and like, I have to leave. Like, I need to go contact my mom. I need help, So I grabbed my phone, and holding my mouth, like my upper, like this. And I'm like, what the hell? Because it was really hurting. And I'm like, what? Like, so I grabbed my phone. I managed to go down the ladder here, and something was just wrong. You know how you just feel like something's wrong because it's your dream, you know? Because my bathroom light was off. I never turn my bathroom light off, and I'm like coming down the ladder. I'm like, why is it pitch black in here? Why is my bathroom light off? I never turn my bathroom light off. So I get down the ladder, and all of a sudden I can't see, and I touch my face. I stop and touch my face. This eye is completely swollen to the point where it's shut, like swollen. And I felt like a tear come down. Then my right eye, it was starting to shut and I couldn't see. And I'm like, what on earth? I can't see. So between like this eye being shut and like a pinched right eye, I'm looking at the bathroom like, you know, and it's pitch black. So I'm funneling, like trying to find the light switch, hitting the light switch. The light switch is not working. I'm like, my bathroom light is broken. Like, and mind you, at the time I did not know I was dreaming. So I thought it was real life, which is very strange to me because this never happened before. So I'm like, what the heck? Like, the light switch is not working. So I start to panic. I go into like anxiety mode like that. Because I suffer from anxiety too. And my thought is like, okay, I gotta get out of here. So I unlock my front door. Guys, when I unlock the front door, it's straight out of a fucking Insidious movie. The hallway is pitch black. Pitch to the black, okay? No lights whatsoever except for, so I look at my neighbor's door and it's like this little red light on the floor. And I'm looking out the door like, oh my goodness, it's pitch black, like through a clenched eye. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's pitch black. What the hell? And then I started being, you know, even more scared, even more panicky. And something was like, something's not right, you know. So I slam the front door, lock it, run to my living room, sit on this couch, my long couch here. And I'm just sitting there, like trying to get my face together. Then all of a sudden, again, like I feel something in my mouth. And it's worse this time. Like the hand that was trying to come out was like coming out like out of my mouth, like, and like it was hurting so bad. Like it was trying to like get out and like rip my mouth, but also at the same time like silence me. So I start like praying and I started asking Jesus for help, you know, calling my spirit team because I don't know what to do. Like, would you know what to do in that moment? No. Like, and it was hurting so bad. And then as I was trying to ask for help, another hand went down my throat and grabbed like our voice box, like was trying to shut me up, not to ask for help, not to pray. And I managed to grab the fingers and like move them so that I can scream and like ask for help, ask Jesus to help me. And I'm just like, what the freak? Like the whole time I'm thinking, what the heck? So I'm holding this, like my mouth here, and I'm holding this, and I'm like trying to like silence me, trying to shut me up so I won't ask for help, so I won't pray. As soon as I called Jesus, as soon as I asked for help, there was this bright light. It was amazing. Like it was a bright light. And then just like that, I woke up in my bed. I was laying flat in my bed with the covers over my face. I don't sleep like that. So I automatically knew like, yeah, something was definitely up. Something definitely was off because I don't sleep with the covers directly over my face, my hands at my side. Like I'm not going to say it, but yeah. So I woke up, I opened my eyes slowly, my white blanket over my face, and I'm laying flat in my bed, and I'm just like, move the covers. Like I was shaking so bad, like, and I just sat up and I grabbed my phone and I text my mom, and I'm like, Mom, are you awake? You know, because I didn't want to, you know, call her, bother her in her sleep, even though I'm pretty sure she would have answered. And I just texted her, and I just sat there and just sat up, and I'm like processing what just happened. Like I was like, oh my God, I was asleep. When did I fall asleep? What? I had to have passed out, because when did I fall asleep? Like, I don't know. I'm still puzzled. But I don't like being threatened, you know? Especially spiritually. Like, I know I have a spirit team. I know I have guardians. And it just pisses me off. Like, I can't do much. I'm in this human body. Like, I can't do much. But, I think something was trying to kill me. Like, and I don't know, the whole hand coming out of my mouth thing. You know, for those of you who know, you know, especially those of you who are spiritually fluent and understand what I'm saying and understand where I'm coming from. It's just a lot. Like, I go through a lot. Like, and that's the reason why I don't like when people call other people crazy just because they don't experience certain things, or they've never had experiences as far as night terrors, nightmares, being spiritually attacked and stuff like that. You don't believe in anything. You don't even believe in your own shadow if you've seen it. Like, I hate it because there's a lot of things here that we don't understand. And I'm just ready to get out of my apartment right now. So I'm waiting for my sister to come pick me up, and we're just going to go to my other sister's house because the babies want to get in the pool. So I just really need to get out and get some sun and some air, some very hot, humid air, because it's summer and I hate it. I don't like summer. I can't wait to fall. I can't wait to October. Well, September, because, hopefully September gets like cold early, because I think like last year it wasn't that cold here. And yeah, that's when last night something tried to kill me. It was like being in an Insidious movie. And anybody who's seen Insidious, the movie, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, like, I just want to say, like, stay prayed up. Don't, underestimate anything. Don't underestimate the dark. Don't underestimate the light. A lot of people want to give fame and claim to the darkness, saying it's more powerful than the light, and it's not true. So, and when you're protected and you're loved, and I'm definitely, one of the children. I'm protected and loved, even though I go through a lot. It's just who I am. It's just my life. And I really can't, yeah. So, yeah.